Electricity All Around by Barbara Alpert. So today we get to learn about electricity and then do some static electricity experiments. So this will be a lot of fun. Okay, and this is a nonfiction book again. It has a table of contents. And the first thing we're going to learn is what is electricity? What makes holiday lights twinkle? What makes a fan whirl? Electricity. Electricity is a kind of energy that makes things work. Aren't those lights beautiful? Tiny particles called electrons carry energy. The moving electrons provide the energy needed to light lamps and run motors. Most electricity flows through wires. Wires are called conductors because they help electricity get from one place to another. If you can plug it in, a machine uses electricity. And that is a toaster, you're right. And there's also a coffee maker near there. Let's make sure we get the right pages. Ooh, lots of electric conductors there. Where electricity comes from. Power plants make electricity by burning coal, gas, and oil. Wires bring electricity from power plants to homes and buildings. There is a power line near my house, and you can see lots of poles like this one and lots of wires going back and forth. Wind and moving water can make electricity too. Wind turbine blades, water flows over a dam, both run machines that make electricity. So remember when we were doing Super Kids and we talked about windmills? These are the high-tech version of a windmill. People also use the sun's power. Solar panels collect energy from the sun and turn it into electricity. So you can put those on your house, and it saves you money, and it also saves on fossil fuels. How electricity works. Flipping a switch turns on a light. The switch connects wires in a loop called a circuit. Electricity flows in a circuit from power plants to wires inside buildings. My balloon is trying to get away. We'll need that for the experiments later. Toys and games often run on electricity from batteries. Batteries store electricity until you need it. Ooh, he has a car that needs those batteries. People everywhere need more and more electricity each day. Scientists keep looking for new ways to make electricity. Oh, that city looks all lit up. A lot of electricity being used there. And this is the glossary, and here's some more books you can read. You can pause it right here and write those down, or take a screenshot. And then there are also some websites there. Now we get to do the experiments, and the experiments are again from the same book that we used the last time, 365 Science Activities, and it is a great source. It tells us about static electricity. So we need a ruler, and I cut out some ghost shapes from the tissue paper, and so they're right there. And now I have the plastic ruler, and I need to rub it on my sweater, and it says for a couple minutes. That could be a long time. So while I'm getting this ready, you need to get your ghosts ready. And you can cut them out. I put smiley faces on mine. And then, do you think this has been long enough yet? Probably not. So we need to rub it a lot on a sweater because hopefully it will make that static electricity. So I'll read you a little bit of what it says in here. It says, what is electricity? Electricity is caused by the movement of tiny particles inside things. Remember, they called those electrons in the book. When electricity flows, it can power machines and light our homes. When electricity doesn't flow, it builds up in objects, creating static electricity, which can make things attract and repel each other. So rubbing the ruler should make static electricity build up in it, and this attracts the tissue paper. So let's see if we can make it do that. Oh, I think I'm getting tired of this. Let's see if it is time. Look, watch that. There, the ghost is moving. Oh, another one is moving. They are, I think all of them have caught on. Yes, they are all moving. Isn't that cool? So that's the static electricity from my sweater that did that. That is really cool. I like that experiment. So if you made some ghosts, you can make some happy ghosts. And then you need a plastic ruler, and you can do that experiment. The next one, we need a plastic box with a lid, and we also need some pepper, and then we will need my scarf over here. Okay, so it says sprinkle a thin layer of ground pepper in the bottom of that. There we go. So I have a thin layer of pepper in there. Now I want to put on the lid, and my lid goes like that. Then I am just going to rub part of the lid with my with my scarf right here. Okay, so I'm going to rub this half over here so that I can hold on to this half. I wonder if my container is not shallow enough. Did you see the pepper on the bottom? I am not seeing much happen yet, but it has to be rubbed for a few minutes. So I will keep rubbing, and you keep rubbing on yours. You need a scarf and plastic. I can hear it. Can you hear that? It sounds like there's electricity. Have you ever had static electricity in your sweater? I do that sometimes in the winter. I take off my coat and then my sweater sticks to me because it has static electricity, and then you pull it out and it crackles. I'm hearing that crackling noise right now with my scarf on here. And I still need to do this longer because it is not sticking up there. Or it is possible that my container is too deep, but I don't have a flatter one, so I'm not sure what to do about that. Do you hear it crackling? I do hear it crackling, but I don't see any pepper coming up to the top. What is supposed to happen is the pepper down there is supposed to be attracted up here, but I have not seen that happen yet. And if you do it on just half of it, then the pepper is supposed to come up just on one half of it. But I don't see any pepper coming up. I think you guys are going to have to let me know if it works for you, because obviously it did not work for me. Or maybe I'm just not patient enough. Okay, so what's supposed to happen is the pepper is supposed to come up, and then if you rub it on the whole thing, then it's supposed to come up all over. as opposed to just on one part. And then if you put a paper clip on the top, then it's supposed to fall back down to the bottom. So you just keep trying, and maybe that will work for you if you are patient enough. Now, that takes care of all the experiments on the first side. And then the next one talks about electric hair. And so you take the balloon, and you can either rub it on your hair or on your sweater. And I think I'll go for my sweater again. Maybe I could go for that scarf. That scarf was really doing that. So, patience, I think, is the key here, because if you rub it long enough, it will work. But if you are not patient, like I was not patient with the other one, it didn't work. So, I am going to try to be patient this time and keep rubbing it on my sweater and on my sweater and on my sweater. Check out my hair though. Look, because I'm rubbing it on my arm. Do you see what's happening? It's already starting to pull my hair. See that? I didn't have to be very patient to let this do this. See? See if it can make your hair come out to the side too. So cool. I like it. That one worked faster. My kind of experiment. Okay, now you're also supposed to be able to stick it to the wall and let it stick. Let's see if it sticks. Maybe I put the wrong side on there. I'll rub it a little bit more on my sweater. It does go with my hair though. Okay, now let's try sticking it to the wall. It doesn't like my wall. I think my wall is a little bit silvery there, so I don't know if that's going to stick or not. See, this is kind of science. Science sometimes works, and sometimes the experiments don't work as like you think they should. Okay, so you can let me know if it sticks to your wall. It does not like my wall. It did like my hair though, because it still makes my hair go out. So there you go. Okay, next one says rolling a can. And we don't drink beverages out of a can like that. So we are not going to do that one, but you may try it at your house. You're going to comb your hair for a little bit, and then you're going to try to move the can with the comb. And that's supposed to work also. So cool. We are going to do the bending water one last, but we're going to do the bouncing balloons one next. So I'm supposed to take one balloon and tie it to my chair. So I'm going to tie that to my chair right now. My chair looks like this. And tie it around so that it hangs. I think maybe I should try to hang it off the front so that you guys can see it better. And I will adjust the camera a little bit too. I decided since I needed tissue paper, I would just use that. Maybe I won't tie it through part of this. There we go. That will work better, so it will hang better. There we go. It needs to hang a little further. There we go. Okay, so I'll adjust my camera so you can see better. And then I am supposed to rub both against my sweater. So I will probably do this one first. So, didn't stay on very well. I will rub it first and then I'll hang it on. What I really should have done is have my husband rub the other one on his sweater at the same time. And I think this will make it stay better and hang better. There we go. So we'll let it hang down a little bit. There we go. And I will rub the other one. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the balloons are going to go toward each other or go away from each other? Let's check it out. Let's see. Now my hair is doing really well. My hair will go off. But let's see what happens. Are you supposed to be rubbing these both at the same time? Does it? Lenny, can you come here a minute, please? I'm going to see if he can rub maybe one on my scarf, which would be a good thing. And I'll rub this one, and then it will probably work. He's going to go find a sweater. And then I'll rub this one, and he'll rub that one, and then maybe we can get this to work. I'll have to be more patient. I'll pause this until he... Okay, he's rubbing one on his sweater, and I will rub this one on my sweater. His balloon almost got away. We'll see if we can make this experiment work. Well, it's attracting to my hair. I think maybe this one's good. You can keep rubbing for a moment. It keeps escaping from him. There we go. And the part I was rubbing was this part that had that on it. So let's see if it works now. Ooh. Will it go? You see that? Now it's following the one balloon. Can you see how that works? That is cool. They kind of follow together. Oh, it works, guys. It is so cool. Okay, the next one is about using the ruler, and you're going to rub the ruler again and then see if it affects water. So here we go again. And maybe we should have had all the ruler ones together. And I think I probably needed a shell or a container that wasn't so deep to see if we could get the pepper to work. Maybe if you have a more shallow one that's only a little bit thick. I didn't have one that was that thin. But maybe you do, and then that would work. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to go over by my sink, and I will turn on the water, and we'll see if it will make the water go closer to the ruler. We'll see if that works. And the deal is you need to have a plastic ruler. So I hope you can find all these things at your house, because this is very fun. I always like the one, usually the balloon sticks to the wall. I've seen that happen before. That does work. I'm not sure why it did not work in my house, but maybe it would work now that we did it a longer time. I probably should have put it over there right away because it's still not staying on the wall. Or maybe it's my wallpaper. Who knows? This is kind of a retro house, and it has really kind of awesome wallpaper, if you can see it over there. And it, depending on how you look at it, from what direction, it changes color a little bit. So it's kind of silvery with awesome bright orangey, yellowy flowers, gold. So just kind of retro, kind of fun. So anyway, I've been rubbing on my sweater for a long time now, so I think this might work. We're going to take it over by the sink, and on the way to the sink, you will see on my counter, there is the experiment from Monday. You remember? And you can see where those things were in that. But I put a little too much in there, and it took a long time for it to dry. But if you didn't put as much in, then it would take less time and it would work better. So I'm going to turn on the water and rub it just a little bit more on my sweater. And we're going to see if we can get the water. Maybe the water is going too fast. Maybe I need to rub more on the end. Okay. You see how the water goes a little bit toward that? It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Does it a little bit, but not too much. Mine got a little wet. I will try just a little bit more. It's supposed to make the water come toward the root. So maybe if you rub a long time, you see how it's going a little bit toward there? Not too much though. So you keep rubbing and see if you can get it to really move toward there. That is such a fun experiment with the static electricity. So try those all at your house and have a good time with that. And that's the end.